Hey, good morning, people. Welcome to another unscheduled stream. One of these days, I'm going to have a schedule, but not today. Excuse me. Today, I want to upload some pics to Finegrave. That's today's goal. I have like a few pics I want to put up there. Now, let's get to it here. I did manage. All right, I don't know if you saw my other stream, but I was having trouble logging in to the Finegrave website. Let's bring this down here. All right, there's Family Search. Let's go to Finegrave. And the thing is, you just gotta, if you run into that problem, I wish I had done this on the stream, but if you run into that problem where you can't sign into Finegrave, you have to go into your settings, clear out the cache, clear out the cookies. Now, you don't have to clear out the cookies for all of your browser, okay? In Chrome, at least, you can, target certain websites for clearing cookies. So, actually, maybe I can try to find it here. Hold on. Wait, I am logged in, right? Okay, I'm going to go into the settings here. So you go to... Here we go. You go to settings, and then you go to, okay, check it out. You can email me. And you go to cache. All right, there's a bunch of stuff that says cache. Oops, I spelled it wrong. All right, clear browsing data, cached images file. You can clear all that out. All right, what'll happen with that? Those are little files that your website is commonly loading over and over again, and it helps the browser to work a little faster if it doesn't have to load those. But it'll slow your browser down for a little bit. But then once you can clear all that out, these cached images. All right, now. Clearing the cookies is a little tricky. I think you got to go to the cookies and other site data. All right. And then here's a thing that says see all site and data. It's kind of like, it looks like a heading for what's below, but it's really an option. You choose that. And here you have lots of cookies for various websites, and you can put in Finegrave.com, and you can trash all these cookies. All right, and if I click this, it'll sign me out, and it'll be a pain in the butt, but you get the idea. If you have that situation on Finegrave where you are locked out and you can't sign in, that's how you fix it. All right, ta-da, and then you can sign in again, which I have done. And let's do what I want to do here. So I've got several pics that I want to upload. All right, I'm going to go into my file browser. Oh, look at this. Here's my website stuff. Let's go to, I believe I have this on my desktop. Here we go. Recent. All right, so these are the ones. Okay. Oop, hold on. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I have several pictures. All right, there we go. It doesn't have to be full screen. All right, now, I have these pictures. Now, the Finegrave app allows you to add images to Finegrave instantly. So you're standing there in front of the gravestone, boop, boop, and it automatically goes up. Now, sometimes I do that. Often I do that. But there's sometimes, if I go out and make a project out of taking gravestone pics, I like to bring dedicated photography equipment. All right. So, and then the purpose of this is, check out this gravestone here. I mean, maybe I can, make that a little larger, but this is, so I use off-camera flash to bring out the lettering. All right, there's a video on how to do that, which, maybe I'll run a little bit of it after, the end, but that was like a life-changing video. My So, but anyway, here's the thing. If this is without the flash, and here's with the flash. All right. Here's another version. I think the third was like, I took a couple snaps there, but you can see, you know, some of this down here is a little bit tough to read. All right, but with the flash, the off-camera flash, all that lettering comes out. So this is why I often, you know, take pictures not using a cell phone, but using like an actual camera with a flash. All right. But you have to set up the flash in a specific way. All right. And maybe I'll show a little bit of that video towards the end of my stream here. But yeah, so the result is I now have a bunch of pictures that I want to upload after the fact. So I'm going to do that now. All right. Okay, let's close this image viewer. All right, now hold on, let's get to the page here. I'm logged in. I want to go to cemeteries. This is Philadelphia National Cemetery. It's where the veterans are. It's in one of my favorites, so I don't have to search for it all the time. Not far from where I live. It's about a 25-minute bike ride. All right. You can view the open photo requests. I got 394, and that's a lot. All right. Now I'm thinking you get a lot by the same person, and the last names are not even close to being together. So we have a few different users here who are just making zillions of requests. Now, I don't know quite how I feel about that. Because on one hand, I did have the notion that maybe I should photograph the whole cemetery anyway. But on the other hand, like, this is not family members. This is some find a grave junkie is on here requesting a zillion photos just for the sake of requesting photos. I mean, there's a few of them out there doing this, and the thing is now there's 394 photo requests, or 300, well, with 37 with problems. But now if someone who really wants a family member's grave, that'll be kind of, you know, lost in the mix here. It'll be, yeah, so there's like a flood of requests, and I don't think they're all from family members. So here's Julie, here's one person. This person is requesting a family member, so I might, next time I go out there, I might hit this one first. All right, but then a lot of these other ones are just like, I mean, I don't want to say just, because they're probably getting a lot of good work done on the site, but I think it's not entirely fair to the actual family members who are requesting things, who have their requests kind of lost in the sauce there. But anyway, my 2 cents on what's happening here at Philadelphia National Cemetery. Now, if I click on requests I claimed, I've got 3 left. I took the pictures already. Okay. And when I go and take the picture, I go in the app and I hit claim request, because I know that, you know, within a few days, whatever, I'm going to go back and upload those. So I claim those requests, and these are the 3 that I want to upload, and I will do that here for you. Oh, let me test something out real fast. I didn't get to do this last time. I'm going to type in the chat, good morning. Here it is. Now, see, look at this. It's hard to see, so I've got to make sure I change the background on that. All right, but that's, you know, it's baby steps. It's baby steps. All right, so let's get started here. Now, I have free requests. I got Felix Branca, John Clark, and Anna Johnson. I want to prepare those pictures and then upload them. So All right. Basically, the first step of preparing is choosing the one I want to upload. So it's not going to be this one. It'll be either that one or this one. You know. All right. I think it's going to be the third one. So I can go ahead and safely delete the first two. All right, now I'm going to upload two to the site. So we have like a step back view and we have a up close view. All right, let's start editing this. All right, there's a couple things I like to do with these. Every now and then I find one that requires a little bit of special treatment. This one needs a rotation, I think. I'm a little, like, I don't know. You spend a little bit of time, make it look good, all right, and people appreciate it. Okay, so there's a couple things I like to do with my photos. First of all, I like to make sure that they are straight up and down. All right, there are tools here for that. Okay, that looks about right. If I'm ever unsure, I can like get another window and line it up. Looks pretty good. All right. Now, when the picture's rotated, you see the backgrounds. This will show up. Oh, let's cancel that. Oh. Hey, there we go. Cancel. All right. So this will show, once I finish and export the picture, this will show up as white all around the outside. I don't want that. All right, so I'm going to shrink the picture a little bit. All right, resize. There we go. So that's all shrunk. Good. So now I have a nice base here. One thing I like to do with the pictures, whether it needs it or not, is I like to put a little vignette on it. All right, I'm gonna do it pretty quickly. It's not a full tutorial, but just to give you the idea what I'm up to here. Add a layer. Okay, new layer. So the idea here is what I'm trying to do is just slightly darken the outer edges of the picture. All right, I think it looks better. To each his own, I suppose. All right, new layer is going to be foreground color, which is currently black. Okay. Right click, add a layer mask. Layer mask is going to be also black, full transparency. So now we're going to have a transparent layer on top of my original picture. Okay, now gradient. Okay, foreground color to background color. Okay, radial design. And what this will do is it'll make a little fade around. All right, so the corners are kind of darker. All right, now a couple ways to go about this. All right, this looks pretty good. I will hit enter on it. All right, click the eye. So that's with the vignette, without. All right, with, without. I like the way it looks with. Okay. Now, another thing that I like to try to do is, instead of having like a completely circular vignette shape, I like to often elongate it so that it is kind of like an oval shape or an ellipse. All right, so I'll go like this. Rather than having a circular thing, you can have like an oval thing. All right, again, not everyone goes through all this rigmarole, but I do. All right, again, that's before and after. All right. Yeah, if you don't like it, you can try again, you know. Try as many times as you need to. Okay. There's probably like a one-click way to do this now. I'm like living in the past here, probably. All right, so this is what it looks like when, I guess the corners are a little too dark. All right. You can go back and resize once again. All right. And another thing you can do is if you're pretty close to the way you like it, you can use the opacity to kind of tweak it the rest of the way. And I'm gonna leave it like, not all the way, but like so. All right. So without the width. So I like how it kind of guides your eye to the center of the picture or whatever. Okay. That's basically what I do. All right. You know, make this a little darker. All right. So looks like that. All right. Here's the original with the vignette around it. All right, now, if the sky were bluer, I took this on an overcast day. If the sky were bluer, I would do a little adjustment to make the sky a darker version of blue, and then have the grass a little darker. Not today. All right, you might see me do that later, but not today. All right, last thing I want to do is, all right, merge down the vignette. All right, and then finally, last thing to do is run a auto levels. All right, because what happens is, like, I find that, you know, I like the vignette, but it puts like a little sheen of drab over the picture. So if I go auto input levels, it brightens it up a little bit while keeping the vignette. All right, so just hit OK on that, and that's it for that one. That's my update. Little rotate, little vignette, little auto color adjustment. All right, I will export this as, let's call it number 1, so it's easy to find. All right. All right. So that's one. Now from this software, I can open the next file I want to work on, which is this one here. All right. Again, I like to put a vignette around it. Okay. Very quickly. All right. New layer. Foreground color. Add layer mask. Full transparency. Gradient. Foreground to background radial. All right. Like so. Resize the layer mask about there. All right. Compare before and after. I like the after. I think it looks better. Merge down. And then lastly, do a little auto levels here. There we go. Looks good. I like it. Export as number 2. All right, and then these pictures are ready to upload. All right, close this out. Now, discard changes. All right, I've already exported my picture. I don't need to keep a copy of all the changes I made. I can discard those. All right, now back to the web. Now, who is this person? That's an important question. This is Felix Branca. All right. Back to the web. Felix Branca. All right. I upload them in reverse order as to how I want them to appear on the site. So add photos. All right. Fulfill request. Put number 2 first. Okay. Little optional caption here. Felix Branca. Front left. All right. Now, this person will get a notification that I have fulfilled the request. However, this is not the good picture. This is just something to give some context. All right. So I like to put 2 up. Now, I don't know if that's totally letter of the guidelines. I think they want this picture. They want the head-on picture. But I think it's good for the people. I like to recreate the experience. When I put stuff on Find Engrave, I want you to be there with me. All right. No caption necessary here. All right. Looks weird, but if you refresh it, everything will move up. There we go. All right, so, and you know, like it kind of, some people are like really into the numbers here, and like I'm putting multiple pictures per, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. If I go to my profile here, it says I got all these photos, but that's like an inflated number because I put 2 on a lot, so really I've taken like half of this. All right, but anyway, let's go back. All right, let's go back again, or not. Let's close this tab, refresh my list, and now there's only 2 left. All right, good. All right, 2 more to do. I am going to work in relative silence. In order to get these other 2. Oh yeah, by the way, I can now delete these. Now, for a while, I was saving like all my Find Engrave pictures. So it's like, oh, my memorial got deleted. Do you have this pin? Like no one in 10 years, no one has ever asked me, do you still have that picture? So, and it's starting to take up a lot of room on my drive. So I am now no longer keeping scads of random Find Engrave pics. But all right, yeah, I got 2 more to do for this batch. All right, then I'll ride up, take some pictures of some more, and upload those maybe in the next stream. Whatever. Okay. Here we go. Now here, check this out. All right, I said I'd work in relative silence, but here I accidentally left the flash on. My intent was to take the flash off and just take a normal picture. All right, here I left the flash on by accident. And then when I got home and looked at the pictures, like even though the side of this is all washed out here, I still like this picture better than the others. So I'm going to upload this, I think. All right. I'm going to delete the other 2. Now, which one's better? I think the second one's better. There's more definition. This one seems a little washed out here. All right. Fine. So, delete, delete, delete. I wish there was like an artificial intelligence way to rotate it perfectly. I'm not aware of anything like that though. And one thing I could do, which I thought about doing, is, here, watch this. Put my little vignette on. Oop, cancel. That's not what I want. Not at all. And to make matters more annoying, this, there we go. I want this. There we go. Alright, so watch this. Here's an option. Alright. One thing I could do is just save the vignette layer. Alright, watch this. Is that about right? Alright. So, if I like the vignette layer, I guess I can just save the vignette layer. Reapply it to other pictures. The reason I haven't done that is because some of these I crop and resize. Just like, you know, just like I did the rotate and I did the crop. Alright, so this size will be a little too small for other pictures. So the size isn't uniform for my pictures, so that's why I don't really save it. But if you're not expecting to do a whole lot of cropping, you could just reuse this and it'll be a lot faster. Like boom, vignette, vignette. In fact, let me just try that real fast. I'm going to do this. File, export as. Alright, make sure it's PNG because JPGs are not transparent. So here I'm going to say, I'm just going to call this vin.png. Now see if I can reuse that. Alright. What you'll notice is the next picture is going to be bigger, but then I can just resize the vignette. It's not a big deal. Alright, so shouldn't be a big deal anyway. Alright, let's bring back the gravestone there. Merge down. Yeah, keep it. All right. All right, so this one I'm gonna do a little bit of extra work on. All right. Reason being, like this it's a little too bright for me. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. Like, is that perfectly white there? It may be. All right. What I had to do for the other images that were like this is just draw a little gray right on the side of that. Now, this is a paintbrush with a little blurred edge brush, opacity set all the way down to 8. All right, because I mean, if you have this darker, it'll just draw. That's not what you want. All right, Control Z to go back. What I want is just 8. Like I did experiment, like 12 is too much. 8 is just right. 8.0. Not 80. 8.0. All right. Increase my brush. Or are we not increasing brushes now? There we go. Alright. Let's come right down the side and darken this a little bit. Oh, I didn't know you can do that. Control, click, changes the color. It's like a little dropper and it changes the color. Learn something new. That's not what I want. Shift to draw a straight line. Alright. I think I want that a little bit darker. Not darker, but the brush a little bit larger. Alright. That's, well, hold on. It put a little dark spot up top, which I don't want. Why do you do this? Alright, I guess I just gotta freehand it. Still does it. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, I see. There was a little spot under that. Again, not good. Z. Alright. That about it? That might be about it. Now that was not good. I gotta make my brush smaller. Alright. So it's not like perfectly white. And the reason I don't want it to be perfectly white is because I want to darken this whole gravestone here. Like so. Oh, this is a lasso selection. There's like a way to do a smart selection. I think this magic wand is the smart selection. Or fuzzy select, something like that. But you can have it so it's like, oh, you click on the thing you want to select and boom, the whole thing is selected. I get better results. Well, gravestones are kind of easy to clip out. They're not too complicated. All right. Just this section will be darkened here. So you can make it like really dark, silly dark, or I don't want to be that dark, but maybe like right there. And then like you can tell that this has been tampered with a little bit, but once this dotted line disappears, it, you know, kind of looks okay. All right. You can see I've got a little bit of pen mark up here. I don't know how badly I need to get rid of that. All right. Let's there you go. Not it's like weirdly clear. But you know, who will know, right? All right, if I want to now, well, we can do it before and after here. Typically what people do is they make a new layer to save it. All right. I will do this file, open as layers, and I'll open this. All right, so here's the original. All right, there's the update. All right, original update, original update. All right, again, like I took this picture accidentally and then I came back and liked it, but I thought it could use some improvement. All right. The improvement is just to darken, because the flash made the gravestone too bright, in my opinion. Darken it a little bit. All right, cool. All right. So I'd like to try to. Let's flip and then. See if we can't lighten that a little bit. Oh, I'm on that lower layer. No wonder I'm having problems. Oop, too much. See that? Take that back down. There we go. It's not bad. Sometimes you gotta step back and look. All right. Details, details. Who will notice? All right. Who will notice? Ah, there we go. I like the way that looks. All right, good. I say good, and then I gotta mess with it a little more. Yeah, it's good. Nope, mess with it some more. Nope, that's good. Nope, mess with it some more. All right, cool. That's it for the darkening of the stone. Now we'll do the vignette here. Let's delete this layer. All right. No. Foreground color black. Layer mask black. Do the thing. All right, before and after. Merge down and auto input levels. Now sometimes the auto input levels makes things a little red, in my opinion. It's a clearer, crisper, but a little red. So sometimes after doing the color adjustment, I just bring the red value down ever so slightly. So if you bring it down too much, it's like greenish. Cyan, is that? I think it's cyan, technically. But you want just that balance between red and cyan. Somewhere around there. All right, cool. That's my picture. And yeah, I do this, do it for Fine Engrave. All right, export as, this will be number 2. All right. Cool. Close the image editor. Now, back to Fine Engrave. This was John Clerkin, correct? It's funny, I'm like working on this picture for I don't know how long, and I didn't even like read the name on it. All right, Clerkin. Let's add the photos. Fulfill request. Number 2 goes first. All right, refresh. Here we go. That's John Clerkin. Done. Now there's one more to do. Okay. One more to do. Close this. Anna Johnson, last one. Now here's the deal with Anna Johnson. Anna Johnson is on the back of her husband's. So this one's going to have 3 pics. Now I didn't do the flash one, or did I? Maybe I did accidentally, but this looks pretty good. It doesn't look like washed out. I think I'll keep that one, not use this one. Oh, and there's my vignette. All right. So delete this one. All right, check it out. Open with GNU Image Manipulation Program. Now I pre-made a vignette. That looks straight to me. I'm not gonna rotate it. I'm gonna do this instead. Open as layers, Vin. You're gonna see it's gonna be smaller than, right, it's gonna be smaller. Which is one of the reasons I don't often do that. But I don't think there's anything really stopping me from scaling this out a little bit. Why not? There we go. Nice. And I can do, let's do a little layered image size. All right. Let's overwrite. All right. So that when Mary comes along, we can just reuse that vignette. All right. Cool. As you can see, right, so this makes it a little darker, a little drab. So to fix the drab, just apply a little auto input levels at the end. All right. Here's one. Now here, I'm going to open up this one. Looks like it should be rotated a little bit. I want to do something a little different though. Instead of rotating, I'm going to transform just to get that last line a little. There we go. All right. Yep. Alternative to rotating, sometimes a little transformation helps. All right, there we go. Now, one thing that bothers me a little bit about this picture is this little stone on the side here. How much does it bother me? Do I need to mess with it at all? All right, how about this? Resize. Now, Shift will preserve the aspect ratio. Actually looks pretty good. It even looks a little more centered than it was. Good. Better. Now, open as layers, vignette. Now look, it's little. What's up with that? I thought I overwrote this thing. Well, no matter. We can resize. All right. Before, after, before, after. Merge down. Auto adjust levels. Good. I like it. Now I don't have a, well, you know what? Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. All right, this looks good. All right, I don't have to adjust this at all, but let's do this, watch. Well, let's not give up. It didn't not work. Let's go with it. All right, merge down. Auto adjust. Looks a little red to me, so I'll knock down the red a little bit. Two green, two red. Right about there. Okay. That's it. Close it. Discard changes. All right. And now here, Anna Johnson. Whenever I get a husband-wife team here, I like to make sure both are taken care of. Okay. So first thing I want to do is, well, you know, there are going to be 1,000 Johnsons there. Hold on. You know, only 146. So what's this guy's name? Again, Harold Joseph. Like, I don't even know if there is. There's Harry J. You think it's the same guy? January 5th, 1958 is the date of death. No. So this guy has to be made. All right. Which I have no problem doing. All right, let's back up here. Let's take care of the wife first. Let's fulfill this request. All right. Add photos. Yes, fulfill request. 3. Now, for the next one, I'd like to do a little explanation here. Because I'm adding the husband. Because it's all part of the same gravestone. So it's like 2 different views of the same stone. So, but I put a little note and I say, Mrs. Johnson. Name is inscribed on the reverse side. Oops, side of the monument for her husband, Harold Joseph Johnson. All right, period, and I will put that same caption on the next as well. So that's done, and add photos, yes, fulfill request. Same caption here. Oops, I think I picked the wrong one. I want this one. All right, so Anna Mary's first. Let's refresh, put the Anna Mary up top there. All right, Anna's comes first because it's her monument, and then, excuse me, it's her memorial. Then we got Harold, then we got the wide view. All right, there you go, that looks pretty good. But apparently there's no Harold Joseph Johnson in here. So let's make his and populate it. Okay. Oh, by the way, maybe we'll keep this up. All right. Johnson. Let's go to Phila National. Add a memorial. This is going to be for Harold Joseph Johnson. All right. Plot number is Q3A. Yes. All right. Q3A. Formatted the same as Mary's here. Q, 3A. Q, comma, 3A. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Fine, let's add it. And then we'll put the birth and death after I put the pictures up. We found 5 matching. And he died in 1958? No. So, add anyway. All right. Add photos. Now we put the wife second. Anna comes second. All right, done. And then lastly, just regular photo of Harold. He needs no caption. The picture says it all. And let's refresh. Good. We got Harold. Oh yeah, here we go. Edit the memorial with 2 things. First of all, link to wife. All right. That'll go here. All right. Second, designate as a veteran. That's it. Let me look at this. Why do we ask? Okay. All right. Cool. Done. Save. And that's it. That is it for my Find a Grave stuff for today. Step back, admire my handiwork. Looks good. Now, I should not have any more claimed photographs here. Nope. That's it. All done. Yeah, so one of these days now we're having a bit of rainy weather here. That's not what I want. All right. So I'm going to have to. So I'll be going back to take more pictures, try to clear some of this out. A lot of J. Seipel. A lot of these people are like they're like, I don't consider posting census info as a biography. What does mine look like? I forget. I had a whole bunch of stuff, and then like I think it kept getting deleted. I don't know if I was. Yeah, that's all I put. I had a whole spiel about my whole life story in there. It kept getting deleted. And I was like, never mind, I'm not doing this. But yeah, before making a Find a Grave photo request, I recommend calling the cemetery ahead of time to find a plot location. I tend first to fulfill requests and include locations. Fair enough, right? Don't have to die if I don't have to do my own research. But anyway. And you get a lot of people will give you good thank yous here. But guess what? I did 22 pictures for whoever this person is. Not Seipel, but someone else. No, thank you, Swahoot. What's Swahoot gotta say? Here we go. Oh yeah, Swahoot. Looks like a smiley person there. But yeah. But yes, I don't do it for the thanks, but if you're putting 50 requests up and I fulfill 50 requests, you know, it's nice. It's nice. I'm just saying, I don't do it for the thanks, but it's nice. But it's interesting that like you'll take a picture for a person and that person will be like ever so grateful. And then you take 50 pictures for someone and they're like, just another day, someone else is doing my work for me. But yeah, all right, so cool, that's it. Hey, about an hour, a 1 hour stream today. I'm going to say see you next time. I don't have a schedule yet. It was just like when I stream, I stream. I send these over to YouTube as well. I've got one that's like pending, but that's it. All right, see you when I see you.